Let us look at the method of completing squares to solve quadratic equations. So in this method of completing squares, we first make sure that, remember, the quadratic equation is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So the first thing that we do is that we make sure that the value of a, we make sure it is equal or it is always equivalent to 1. So if it is not 1, so you first divide the quadratic throughout by the value of a such that you get a as 1. Then we write it after in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. And then after writing it like this, you add b out of 2 squared on both sides of the equation. So on this equation, that's why we add this side and also add this side. Then after when you add b over 2 squared on both sides, the left-hand side becomes a perfect square. So we can write the perfect square on the left-hand side. And then after doing this, you can take the square root on both sides to complete the equation. And then after you solve for the values of x. So let us look at an example of how we can use quadratic equations, how we can use completing squares to solve examples of quadratic equations. So in this case, we have an example here, which is given here. Completing the square using these equations. So the first equation is here, x squared minus 4x minus 12 equals to 0. So if you want, you can first take the 12 on this other side, or if you want, you can just leave the 12 here. So most times we like, or it is easier when you first take the 12 the other side, such that it becomes x squared plus 4x equals to 12. Now the b is the 4, so meaning that we shall take 4 out of 2, we divide it by 2, and then after we square the answer and add it on both sides of this equation, such that we end up getting x squared plus 4x plus 2 out of 2 squared, that will be 2 squared, equals to 12 plus 2 squared. So when you reach this step here, the left-hand side becomes a perfect square. So the left-hand side will become x plus 2 squared. And this will be equivalent to 12 plus 4, that will be 16. So to complete this, you take the square root on both sides. So you take the square root this side, and I also take the square root on this other side, such that finally I have x plus 2. When you take the square root of 16, it becomes a plus or minus 4. Square root is always a plus or minus 4. So this will mean that now, we have, this means that now we have to complete this equation. So you can first say x plus 2, you can first say x plus 2 equals to positive 4, and here you get x as 2, or you can say x plus 2 equals negative 4. Here you get x as negative 6. So this is how you can do it, or else you can leave all of the values on the same side, and that is when you'll have a solution which is like this. So this is the second example where we also apply the completing of squares to solve a quadratic equation. Let's look at what if now we use the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is the formula that results after we have done completing, or after we have completed the squares. So this formula here is what we call the quadratic formula, and it is got after completing squares on the equation ax squared plus bx plus c. So we can apply this formula to solve a quadratic equation, and in this case, you just have to identify the value of a, the value of b, and the value of c from a quadratic equation, which you just substitute in the equation or in the quadratic formula to help you find the value or the values of x. So now Let's look at an example. So in the example, we are solving this equation here. So we just need to identify A. So the value of A is this value, the coefficient of x squared, B, the coefficient of x, and C is the constant. So that means that A equals to, B equals to 9, and C equals to positive 3. So we just need to substitute this in the quadratic formula, which says x equals to negative of B plus or minus the square root of B squared, square root B squared minus 4AC out of 2A. So when we substitute them, I'll end up having an equation like this. And then we come up to this step if you solve what is under the bracket. So finally, to get the two answers, you just use a positive and a negative. So when you add, you get the first answer. When you use a negative sign or a subtraction sign, you get the second answer. So basically, that is how we use the quadratic formula and completing squares to solve quadratic equations. So in case you do have a question, you can contact us